In today's lesson, we're going to make the connection between distance learning and our change to chill, which is with distance learning, we have to chill at home. And I'm just going to provide some topics with some information about each that are ways that we can chill at home. One, write a gratitude note, meaning write a note to someone you care about. Either read it aloud to them if it's a family member, or mail it to them if you can't be with them right now. Mindful eating, it's a big one. It's very the temptation is pretty high when you're at home, and if you have pantry with some food in it, it's pretty easy to want to just go and eat it all at once, no impulse. Um, with that, just make sure that when you eat your next meal or snack, be mindful about it. Notice the smells, tastes, textures, and colors of what you're putting in your body. Mindful eating. Listen. Listening is so key. I feel that as a really good communicator, you have to be able to listen. Have a conversation with a family member at home. Perhaps it's a friend via FaceTime or over the phone or via a Zoom. Focus all your attention on being present and listening to them. Share with that person something new you learned from that conversation you had that you were listening in. With that, you connect. And you will connect with others. Ask a parent or guardian about the day they had. Share something about their day, and then your day. That can often go hand in hand with lending a hand with something. So help a family member make a meal. Perhaps it's helping out around the house with chores or taking out the trash. Lending a hand. That process can also be rewarding because, for example, if you're making a meal together, you all get to enjoy what you made together. Unplug. I'm sure you probably know what I'm referencing. Uh, Perhaps take a walk instead of picking up the phone. In previous videos, I've talked about, again, technology isn't all that bad. In fact, it's a way that we're able to connect right now when currently right now we're in a shelter in place. So it's not a bad thing, but it's finding balance. When you are going for a walk, do you notice the things around you? Sounds, smells, nature. Something that you hadn't paid attention before. I had recently heard from a colleague of mine that gave a really good example of being mindful when we unplug and we go for a walk. She was walking her dog and she noticed her dog smelling the air. It's springtime right now. So dogs pick up on that and they can sense all these smells. Perhaps a dog hasn't seen a squirrel or a rabbit or a bunny in a long time, and when they see it, they want to go chase it. Another way that you notice that on a walk with a pet, perhaps. Taking a break from something. Perhaps you need to take a break from distance learning from time to time. Reading a screen all day can be tiring. Take a break from it. Devote 20 minutes or so to, perhaps you just need to look at a hard copy book. Read a book for a little bit without interruptions. If you need to, leave the room. Leave the phone in that room as you go and take a break from something. That can also go hand in hand with getting rest. Really commit yourself to getting at least 7 hours of sleep. If you feel up for it, perhaps you might want to do a mindful journal and write down how you feel in the morning after you wake up. Reflect back on those notes at the end of the week. Take deep breaths. We've practiced this before in Yoga Calm. When you practice deep breathing, perhaps maybe it's just once a day, count to 3 as you inhale and count to 4 as you exhale. And you can repeat that as many times as you want. And then lastly, just think about being present with where you're at. Don't worry about what you did. Don't worry about what you need to do. Just be in the now. Be present. I would suggest maybe just pick one day this week. Leave your cell phone at home, which you are home, but perhaps at home in a different room. Go the entire day without being connected, unless obviously, of course, you need to have technology for distance learning, or if you do need to connect with a family member, but limit that then. Take time to notice your feelings, your emotions. Observe that. All these are ways that you can be chill at home. Our change to chill.